I'm not attacking people that play video games. I played my fair share in, junior high and high school. It's just there are more important things to do in the real world. And when we only get obsessed with false reality, they have all these big video games, these communal games, where there's millions of people playing them at one time, where people pay real money for a Ferrari. They pay real money for a girlfriend. They pay real money for a mansion in cyberspace, and people get obsessed with it. People get totally preoccupied with things that don't matter, and while they're obsessed with the video games, they're not going out and finding a mate. They're not planting a garden in the backyard. They're not looking at the meteor showers. They're not looking at the moon. They're not fishing. They're not visiting their grandmother in the nursing home. They're not involved in the real world. They're being sucked into the corporate, manufactured, Hollywood death machine that's killing our culture, to the point of a lot of people can't even get upset by the TSA sticking their hands down their pants. And it's just that simple. I was talking to a psychologist yesterday off air, and they were pointing out that people are in a trance. If you study the brainwaves of the average Westerner, going back over the last 50 years, the brainwave activity is much lower. It's not just chemical with the fluoride and the GMO foods and all the rest of the poisons. When you watch television, it's not interactive. It's one way. And the brain stops connecting new synapses, and the brain waves lower. The same thing happens with video games, even though it's semi-interactive. And the brain waves begin to lower in people that watch multiple hours of TV a day. By the end of a, say, 2-3 hour television session where you catch yourself in a trance and drooling, your brain waves lower not just into a sleep mode. You're literally mesmerized sleepwalking. This is a fact. You are now in a oxygen-starved level that people rarely have in deep, deep sleeps. You are now in a near-death experience. That's mainstream news. So many adults now are unable to even communicate. That's why when you talk to them and you bring up an issue, it seems like they're in a trance. They are in a trance.